No Jumper, coolest podcast in the world. Today we got an epic, iconic fucking interview going down. The one and only Travis Porter is in the fucking building. How you guys feeling?
Hey, man,
Great.
Feeling good.
Feeling good. What up, Adam?
No, I'm excited just to have you guys here. It's such like, you guys are one group that when I said that I was doing the interview, everybody that I told that I was doing the interview, they just reacted with so much energy. Like, oh man,
It's lit.
My homie AD, who was just here, he said like, man, they were the Migos before the Migos.
Oh, that's lit.
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's lit.
there's a lot of
It's
truth to that,
motherfucking
man.
lit.
A lot of truth to that.
We hear that a lot. We hear that comparison a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Not comparison, but like we just hear that phrase. Like,
That's what you could say.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely have their own
Yeah.
style, and there's a reason why the Migos have been around for so long and everything. But I think when people look at you guys, they see you guys as being like the young, turned up Atlanta fucking era generation, where like before it became so easy, before you could just hop on SoundCloud and just make a hot
No, that's a
record in
fact.
your basement and then just put it online. Like you guys had that formula and that connection with the youth, really,
Yeah.
before a lot of people.
no, that's
Before
a lot of
social
truth in
media,
that too. Yeah,
you know?
we definitely came out when like Instagram just started.
Right. So give me a year when you guys first started to emerge. And actually, maybe we should even go back before that. Talk a little bit about like the early days of you guys just coming together and really deciding that you were going to start making music together.
We actually used to be called the hard hitters, bro.
Yeah.
Aware,
You know,
yep.
It was a lot of us, and we kind of just had the same mindsets, was around the same age. We was the younger cats. And, we started fucking with the ladies, and they loved it. It was no looking back.
Yo, we all grew up together. For you ever heard of Black Mob era and all that?
I've heard that you
Teabag
guys
that
were
hoe.
in some sort of criminal organization called the Black Mob, yes.
Allegedly.
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 Look, you heard the song
Allegedly.
T-Bag that hoe?
Uh-huh, yes.
That's our song.
I've teabagged some hoes, so
Yeah,
that's
no
a theme
kidding.
song right
That
there.
was
yeah.
Travis Porter before.
Travis Porter.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The gang.
Big facts.
Okay, but,
But
so,
Strap was really the first person that made like this love song, and all the girls loved it.
okay.
It was like the ringtone era, when everybody had the ringtone. Even when you say somebody want to leave you a voice message, and you got the song playing on your voicemail.
Yeah, it was that song.
You see what I'm saying? It was like one of them songs, but it was for the ladies. And
I love you.
Yeah, it was tight
I
though.
need.
It was
I mean,
fire.
that was that a big part of it? Like, how early on did you guys realize that it would be better off for you to focus on party music, turned up music that would appeal to the girls, and not necessarily like some moody shit, some street shit necessarily? That you guys were more oriented with the fun element.
I mean, honestly, that's what the people chose.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
put out all type of different music. Trap Porter, we got range. We be singing.
Yeah.
We be making hood shit. We make like all type of music. That's just what they chose. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's what caught.
That's definitely what caught.
I felt like you guys very much were like children of the strip club.
We was.
We used to go to the strip club when we was children.
What age, like, did you guys really start being in the strip club? And
Like
were
14,
the
15.
were the strippers taking it easy on you because you were underage, or was it more like, nah, we're gonna smother
Nah,
them with
listen.
our
I
evil
think that
attention?
turned them up more.
Nah, look, my mom used to manage the strip club, right? So we'll get snuck in like through the back doors and stuff. Mm-hmm. And that fucked our life up. Yeah,
Once you in there, you in there. Once
that's
you
why
in
we
there,
started talking about this.
They
all
not
this
asking.
ass,
They not
you know
asking for
what I'm
ID once you in there.
Yeah.
You already in there. So
saying? We going back to school next day, yeah, but I was just
I was just
But what
going
y'all
crazy.
did last night? But we was in the strip club. I don't know
Tipping
what.
some pussy.
You know what I'm saying?
And probably every other dude in school was just like, God damn, like you
Right.
guys are operating on a different level. I can't imagine.
Yeah, you know.
Right, exactly. They ain't believe it.
no, they didn't.
We was inspiring them. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like-
real.
Like we inspired the culture.
Strip club was a fantasy to me when I was 14. I'd heard about it, maybe seen it in a movie.
Yeah.
I did not have
but
any
you
plans
had
to get in
Uncut,
there.
Though. You had Uncut on BET.
Yeah, I
miss
definitely whacked off to Tip Drill a few times. Yeah.
That tip drill video. That shit was
Nah,
live.
the one video that white girls
In my world.
that song was hard.
Definitely.
Uncut.
I forgot what his name was.
So you really like you feel like the strip club did have a somewhat negative impact on your life, or like did you have to sort of at a certain point kind of
really.
change some of the ideas that you had about women because you were so used to being in that environment as a young kid?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that. Like, I feel like the second one. Like, I just had to change my mindset about certain women, not all women, but it's just I learned a lot in the strip club,
that's a fact.
a whole lot. Like
We did.
It was a point where I only used to fuck with strippers. Like every
Exactly.
female I used to fuck with, I had to stop that though, cause it was.
But they'll give you the most game without knowing they giving you the most
Cause
game.
they got game too.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
So
They
shout out
put
to
that
the
game on your
They
ass.
gonna
Yeah,
put you down.
exactly.
You feel me?
Yeah,
Exactly.
My theory is that the dudes who go and become rappers or drug dealers, if they were women, they would become strippers, or these days maybe OnlyFans girls. You know, it's very much the same mentality because
That's how I feel.
you're
quick money.
maximizing the
It's
amount of
quick
money
money.
you can make in any given time.
Yeah.
If is really what it's all about.
Yeah.
Most girls are stripping. It's just they couldn't go be a doctor or a lawyer and make more money. That would change the decision.
It's
But you
all
know,
a finesse though.
It's a finesse. We support the nigga hustle. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you got game, well, put that game on the lane and get your change. You know what I'm
No
saying? That's how it go.
I think it probably takes a certain type of woman to be able to
It does.
withstand the mental torture of having these fucking weird ass dudes throwing
It
money
does.
at you and saying crazy shit. Like for every
Word.
dude like one of you guys that they actually feel all right chilling with, there's got to be 40
I
more
know
that are
some
just
fucking
weird as
weirdos.
fuck.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Just think about it.
Like on Players Club, the nigga that used to go to the house.
Yeah, dudes who are in the strip club because there's no chance of them getting pussy outside of the strip
Right.
club, so they might as well look at some.
Yeah.
See, I never thought about
dudes.
that crowd. I always think about the crowd like the married old men or the married people that just want to go get away for a second.
Yeah.
And the young folk that just, we just.
It depends on what club you go to,
But
though.
what
I ain't
about
never
the-
thought
what
about the
about the
weirdos,
creeps in the
creeps that
corners?
can't get no
Crevices.
pussy.
Or the
They
fly
just
on
know
the
that you're
wall.
looking just like.
Yeah. Just getting drunk, just drooling on themselves. Okay, so talk about when you guys really like. Do you guys blow up kind of more in the streets and in the city versus more on the charts and stuff? I feel like at that time you guys grew up or blew up on a very organic
Yeah,
level.
like hand to hand.
Yeah, it was so hand to hand that like it started so small. Like it started like in our neighborhood, and then it expanded to like North Carolina, South Carolina,
Yeah,
Jacksonville,
we had to
Florida.
work them streets and them CDs, them
Chitlin
digitals.
circuit.
We had to.
So you guys are still moving CDs out the trunk?
No, we want. I wouldn't say out the trunk.
We wasn't selling them. We was
We
giving
was
them out.
posting them up,
It was
you know.
promotion. Everything was promotion. So we was actually making money like on our shows, and then we'll just use the money for our shows to press up our CDs and give them all away for free.
Like at the CD shops and, just, you feel me? So they
And then
make
the
a profit off it, too.
The CD shops actually was making money off of it. Though, so we'll give them to the CD shop, and CD shop will sell them shits.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I feel like you guys were probably one of the last to really have that hustle, to be like pushing the CDs hand to hand and shit.
Like us, Gorilla Zoe, like around that time, like yeah, for sure, we was going crazy.
That's the around time it was changing. Like everything was changing right around that time.
And in a lot of ways, I feel like artists from your generation are the ones who sometimes kind of got screwed by the fact that the labels didn't know how to make money off of your, like when I'm watching I watched a documentary about you guys yesterday, and I'm seeing how it was such a big deal for the label to want to give you guys $1 million.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking about it, I'm like, oh my God, if you had Travis Porter come out right now, you would have labels fighting to give them $1 million.
Yeah. That was crazy. That was a that was a fun time though. The whole little
The transition,
Yeah,
in
we
the
was
game.
moving around so much, and then $1 million. They're like, yeah, man, we want to give y'all $1 million. We was like, man, what? $1 million? Man, I was really cool on the million though. I'm not gonna lie, I was cool on the million though. I mean, at the time probably, but now that I'm looking back on it, like I'm glad I didn't take $1 million because it wouldn't have made sense to me.
Right. It's kind of a short-sighted thing in the long run, right?
That shit too short, like, bitch.
I
Like, you know what I'm saying?
For real.
So where was the most when you guys thought about your business? It was primarily about doing shows at the time, since it was very hard to monetize,
No, it's a fact.
streaming or putting
Yeah.
your shit online. It was like
Cause we
YouTube.
wasn't dropping like albums or nothing on like iTunes stuff. We was dropping mixtapes and really just doing shows.
Right.
Yeah, mixtape doing shows, and then like I feel like
And radio, royalties and all that. That's basically where all the income's coming from. Shows, royalties. It wasn't no streaming for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That whole revenue stream that everybody when the labels, like when they're giving somebody $1 million to sign now, that's why. It's because they
Yeah,
want to
they-
just
they
touch
can-
as much as possible out
they
of
can
the
get that
streaming
back real
revenue.
quick,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Immediately.
I felt like once we had got on the tour with Mac Miller, that's when we learned about the merch because he was going
Really?
so crazy on the merch. Like we was like, man, we got to get in this merch game because
Facts.
he making $20,000 a night off fucking
just
merch.
the merch.
Like, nah, we got to get in here. So that's when we got on the merch. So it was like shows, merch, royalties.
That's pretty epic though. How did you what was your thoughts on Mac Miller at the time, and what was it like being on
Rest
tour
in
with
peace
him?
to
He
him,
seemed like he was such a good-natured, fun guy.
Good guy.
Yeah,
Good
yeah,
guy.
he was cool, man. I feel like Mac was the same person he was like on like TV or something like that. If you seen him on TV or something, he was the same dude.
Funny,
Fun.
high spirit,
Yeah, like Mac was cool, bro. Like
that tour.
The tour was-
it was us, him, YG.
Wow.
Bro.
So
The
you
tour
covering
was
the
epic.
whole,
Yeah.
all the hip hop
Sure.
right there. You got all
That
different
shit was
sides.
great.
All
Shit was
different
great.
sides, bro.
You got the
It was
white
so-
boy, the turn up kids, and the mega gangster. That's very good right there. Yeah.
Bro, it
shit
was
was
so,
great.
and it was
Shit was
like
great.
a safe tour. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was lit. Like, we went to some places we never had been before, like Albuquerque and shit.
It was some weird ass towns, but
Des
it was
Moines,
packed out.
Iowa, and
That was
shit like
lit.
that.
That's what I was saying. I'm like, you guys must have had your music getting turned on to so many people that wouldn't have heard it anyway. Because I felt like Mac
Yeah.
Miller had like a very unique
Unique
college
crowd.
Yeah,
kid
exactly.
audience that
Yes.
wasn't necessary. Maybe that was like the first rapper they really fucked with a lot of these kids.
Yeah, and then he exposed us to them, like, and then it just like, bro, that tour, like, it was crazy as fuck, like, bro, like, so many people a night, like, that was like our first time being in like 6,000 a night. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
It was so crazy, like the college runs, and that's how we. I feel like that's how we kind of got. We had the college crowd, but like that's how we really got them. Like
That's how we
Like,
got
embedded
them
in
white
there.
college kids.
yeah,
right, all
like
of
we
them.
like
They're
like,
loyal.
bro.
They-
Because the
they
way we
super loyal.
perform,
One thing
like,
about them, they loyal for sure.
it's the way we perform too. Like they didn't see like people perform. Like if you look at people now, like you know what I'm saying, they not really performing.
We gave
like
him a
that.
show.
Yeah, we had
Like a
energy,
show,
you know. We just
know.
it was a show.
Exactly, you know what I'm saying. But a lot of people perform now. You know what I'm saying. They rock back and forth. They do their thing, but. You know, it's a handful of people that's, you know what I'm saying, that's turned up. But, you know what I mean, when we was performing on that tour, I feel like we had, like,
The greatest show on earth.
just grabbed them. You know what I'm saying?
Who are you guys looking at for inspiration in that regard, though? Because I feel like when you talk to
Now?
young kids now, they're like Travis Scott is
Yeah.
the ultimate performer, and he made me
He's
want to
fire.
be energetic on stage.
his-
and
I
shit.
like his
Travis
videos
Scott,
a lot.
fire.
I love his
He's fire.
videos.
His whole aesthetic of his like shows be fire. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? That's another thing. Like he put money on his sets too. So you know what I'm saying? That's a big thing about.
But
you
who
know,
we say we was inspired from? I don't know.
I really want to say each other nowadays.
I don't know. I think I like Lil Jon or somebody. Like Lil Jon used to be
Yeah.
turned up. Like
You guys
From the
were like
city.
the younger version of
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
like
Shout
taking
out
that
to
same
John.
energy, but coming from people that the kids could relate to more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Facts,
exactly.
that's a
Like
fact.
Lil Jon was just so turned up, like and
Epic.
he would seem like he just have the most energy. Like
But I
on
ain't gonna
stage.
lie, Atlanta just been like that from like all the like Nuckin' Bucks.
Yeah, that-
like,
oh, yeah,
get some
Crime
crunk in your
Mob.
system, all that. Like
Yeah,
we in the
yeah.
club, you know, we turned
Yeah.
up, we lit.
Yeah, for
like
sure.
it's always been like that with Atlanta.
And that's what the kids want. And that's what's a shame is that's what I always tell, like, or I always think with rappers, I'm like, bro, like, don't get in the game and just start popping pills and drinking lean because these kids
Don't.
want energy from
Yeah,
you. If you
exactly.
come in the game and you start doing all that shit, you're gonna erase your fucking charisma and your energy
Exactly,
from your
exactly.
personality, and that's not good in the long run.
But
You
I feel like everybody go through that little phase. Though.
Yeah, everybody dips in a little
You
bit.
know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
I don't know about you guys,
I
but
got one.
No, I had
Go.
my little time. You know,
I
I
would
was
take that
drinking
blunt,
lean.
though.
Like every time we come from the show, I'm coming back to the A. I go buy me a pint. I'm going right upstairs, drinking my little drink, playing Grand Theft Auto. I'm not doing shit.
I'm not gonna lie, it don't sound bad at all.
That
Sounds like a nice night.
That's when Grand Theft Auto first came out too.
Yeah, you're just really exploring
Just
shit
really
for the first
into that
time.
motherfucker.
I respect that. Okay, but so were you guys partying to that extent before you started getting popular, or was that more like you started getting popular, all of a sudden you got access to some of the
No,
other
we
side
been
of
going
life?
crazy.
We were outside. We was always
Yeah,
outside.
it was this
You
thing
just
called.
told you we was going crazy since we was 16,
Hey, no, it was
17.
these
strip
clubs in
club.
Atlanta called HNIC.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Like it was the teen clubs
Yeah,
in
nigga in
Atlanta.
charge.
Really?
Used to go crazy.
yeah.
That's how 21 popped off. All them HNICs, all them teen clubs.
Really?
Trying to tell you.
Wow, that's
I
interesting.
was
But it's
just
not-
like
it's not a
extended
thing-
family.
it's not a thing
21 like
anymore, though.
extended family does.
Like the teen club is not a thing anymore because they be shooting it up too much now.
Yeah. No,
Oh, yeah.
I used to go to 18 plus clubs in LA too, and I wonder if that shit still exists. It seems kind of
don't
weird.
know.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
I don't know. I wouldn't put it past them. I really don't know. I don't know.
But okay, so was it an issue for you guys? Because a lot of times, like artists coming out of Atlanta and shit, it's kind of like you could be a fun artist or you could be a gangster artist. And with you guys, and I didn't necessarily know about it at the time, but you guys were off the porch, like you were saying, and you guys were wrapped up in some shit. But I feel like a lot of people might have been looking at you guys like you were just kids, just having fun or whatever. Was that a balance? And I'm sure there was people on your team and stuff that wanted you guys to not be involved with anything sketchy and just focus on the music and shit, right?
we didn't have a problem with that because we know where we from. You know what I'm saying? Like Ali said, we have a large catalog of music, so they did all kind of music. But you know, the music that works and pop for us was fun music that something that everybody could relate to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's you could say it's a gift and a curse, but it's really not. Because we comfortable with it. You feel me?
Definitely.
Not too gangster, not too.
you know, corny.
You know what I'm saying?
Not
Just
corny.
perfect.
corny.
You feel me? It's
It was
perfect.
just perfect, you know.
But
Yeah.
was that ever a conversation? Like, did someone in the group ever say like, "Oh, I want to do this song," and then somebody in this group was like, "I don't know if that's us." Like, that's a little too aggressive.
It's balanced.
Nah,
You
I
know,
feel
it's
like
balanced. It's always been like that though.
He's the dirty one.
You
All
trying
right.
to talk that gangster shit.
It's always we balance each other out. That's
No,
what's so
I
great
feel like
about
all
this.
of us be on that too though. Like,
Yeah.
like some of our biggest songs, we all was on some like, I don't know, bro,
It
about that
was
shit.
like it was just too like corny type.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
hey ladies,
Yeah,
you know. But look at
we
it.
hated that shit.
That's got to be the tricky thing about being you guys is that like
Yeah.
a lot of your biggest songs are the ones that are almost too corny, like
Yeah.
almost
Bro,
like a
they
little
like,
bit
fuck
too
you,
obvious.
nigga.
Like, bro,
Nah, I feel though.
they
You
right
feel
there,
me?
bro.
No,
You
fact.
feel me?
At the door.
It's just part of music, you know what I'm saying? And it's nostalgic. It's just something we can't get away from, and you know.
I was watching all you guys' videos last night with my girl on the couch, and my girl, like at least 3 times, she said, "This was them." Like, I didn't know that
Exactly.
that was their song. Like, but that was such a big song that I almost like didn't even feel the. Like, she's not exactly a hip hop head, to be honest, but she didn't necessarily like the songs were so big that they kind of got bigger than even just a single artist. Were you guys aware of that at a certain point?
So the fact, I think he said it last night that he was like in the midst of us like arguing about something, and he was like, "Yo, bro, something like." He was like, bro, some of our music is like ahead of us. Like, if it's not ahead of us, it's like people don't know who it is, but when they hear it, they like,
know it.
yo, I know this song. This is y'all. Like, damn, this shit's crazy. Like, and I don't know, like, I don't know how I feel about it, but I know that shit happens, and I know that shit is like kind of like, I fuck with it.
It's a good problem to have.
Yeah, I fuck with it.
It's good, but
not
it's
a
not
bad
good.
problem.
It's good.
It's not
It's-
a bad
No,
problem.
it's good because of right now. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
If it was like 5-6 years ago and they was like, oh, this you, cool. But it's like now we ain't even put out no music. They now knowing like, oh, okay, this y'all. Like this
They
shit's
been
fire.
knowing.
Like this shit hot. Like I fuck with it. But you feel how you feel.
Yeah, I don't think I fuck with it.
Do you
And
feel
we
like
balance each other out?
the records got so big? I'm just guessing, but the records got so big that you felt like at a certain point, maybe the marketing of you guys as a group didn't match up with how big the records were, and it's sort of like some value
agree
got
with
left
it.
behind.
But I don't feel like that about the hits like Make It Rain, Hey Ladies, Bring It Back. I feel like that about like the undercut joints. Like I feel like that about like say like we had a song with YG 9 times out of 10, or we had like this song with Jeremiah Ride like that, or we had like other little joints like that. That's what I feel like that about. I feel like that like
But nah, I be in like a Uber sometimes, and they be like, "Yo, what you do?" You know, I just be asking. You know how I be asking questions.
yeah.
You never
You
supposed to
tell
tell an Uber driver what you do.
But now I always tell them I'm an engineer, so they stop talking.
Facts.
but now,
I'm an engineer. Yeah, I just engineer up here at the studio.
but
Yeah,
nah,
I just give them the most boring answer ever. Like, yeah.
Because engineer, then they gonna ask you who you engineer for, and you just say
Locals.
locals.
just locals.
I tell them I work in a warehouse.
Exactly. Shit like
It's
that.
basically true.
Shit like that. You
Well,
ain't
no,
lying.
Well, what I was saying though, I gotta tell an engineer like, oh, who I am, and they'll be like, oh, what's the songs that I heard? Then they'll play the songs, be like, oh, I know this, and then they'll play another one. Oh, I know this one too. Damn, this is y'all. Like, that shit kind of pisses me off a little bit.
Yeah.
Cause like,
I feel you.
how the fuck you didn't know that?
Right, yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
I respect it. I respect it. I respect it.
Definitely. Okay, but so was All the Way Turned Up you guys' first flirtation with exploding and like getting really big? Because like when I was reading about it, I'm like, this was them, and then I'm like, oh right, this ultimately wasn't them. Like at least in the public eye. Like can we go through how that situation actually unfolded?
Well, really, like we was already building a name for ourselves, and we had traction, and then a tape that we was putting out that was highly anticipated. We ended up putting All the Way Turned Up at the end of it.
Okay.
You know, with Roscoe Dash.
So you didn't think that was a hit?
I mean, we knew it was a
knew it
good
was
song,
hard,
but we didn't know it was gonna do that.
But wait, before that, we had already had like we had put out songs before,
Yeah.
and
The
then,
we had Go Shorty going crazy before that.
yeah,
yeah.
and
So
even
we had a
before
good
that,
base.
like in our neighborhood, like I felt like we put out songs and they were like fire, like we had put out songs.
So basically, it was really just waiting on something. You know what I'm saying?
They just amplified
And
it.
then the tape came out, and then that's the song that went crazy. You know, then What happened after that?
But so okay, did you guys ask Roscoe Dash like, hey, we want to put you on the song, or was it a thing where he said, I want to turn my song up, so I'm gonna get Travis Porter?
This is what happened. Ultimately, that is what happened. You know what I'm saying? But we in the car one day. While his cousin YT, him and Roscoe come scoop me. I'm probably like at a hotel party with some freaks and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just,
Oh yeah, throw that in there.
That's what's up. Yeah.
And anyway, you know, we get in the car. He like, man, I want to play some music. And he played that song. And I'm like, shit, we finna go to the studio right now. We gonna hop on it. But I was by myself. So it was no studio open. That night, we had a session the next day. You know what I'm saying? The CEO, Charlie, was with us. And we hopped on it and, you know, put that bitch out, and it wasn't no looking back from that motherfucker.
Okay.
Honestly.
Was it in retrospect, was it mostly like a paperwork issue? Like you would have wanted it to be figured out in advance if it were to happen now?
Yeah,
wasn't
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
But it was bigger than that. It was bigger than that.
It was bigger than that.
Yeah.
But it was also people in his ear telling him like, hey man, you know, you come over here, you can be, you know what I'm saying?
But you know, ultimately, what it was, we didn't think the song was gonna do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you know, we knew it was a good song, and it just kind of blew up. It was bigger than all of us at that time.
Yeah, that was like the first time. First of all, that was the first time we had ever dealt with some shit like that, to where it blew up so fast that we didn't know what was going on. Like, and it was a song that we didn't think that was gonna do it, so we wasn't prepared to like do. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't prepared. It was already on the mixtape site as Travis Porter featuring Roscoe Dash and YT.
Because you guys probably hopped on 100 features over the years that
right. That's
didn't
a
go crazy, and you never
So-
gave a fuck
and
about
we-
not getting more money off it,
and
right?
we put it on our tape because we was doing hella songs with Roscoe. So we was like, all right, fuck it, we gonna just bring him with us. It makes sense. So let's put it on the mixtape because he had like, did he have one on that tape or was the next tape?
The next tape was like
The next tape was the one when we was with him. All right, cool. So we was just like, shit, we making so many songs with you, we might as well put this on the end of our mixtape, and then the next mixtape, we put you on a couple more songs, you know what I'm saying?
Like introducing him.
Exactly. But I mean, that shit was cool, man. I fuck with that shit. I fuck with the way, I fuck with the song, but I just didn't fuck with the way the shit ended.
It was
know what I'm saying?
it was just too much going on with that.
But you know, that's how we live and learn. You know what I'm saying? We know how to do business
people see
better.
opportunity, you know, they gonna take their opportunity.
But
That
when did you guys start to have some friction where he would want to put Soulja Boy on the song instead of you guys for the video? Was it like he didn't appreciate the fact that you guys felt some kind of way about the song being considered all his or something like that? Was a little bit of shit talking mixed in there?
It was
I-
shit talking.
listen, I think what it was is our name was overpowering his name on the song.
Because he was a brand new artist at that point,
yeah,
right?
and
Yeah.
Travis Porter was already Travis Porter. It was just him.
Yeah,
Roscoe.
it was ATL then.
And so I feel like they felt some type of way and was like, nah, this ain't they fucking song.
Yeah.
So boom, put Soulja Boy on and remade the beat. You know?
It's
Moved from
basically
there.
exactly the same story as Gucci and Jeezy.
Yeah. Same
Yeah,
shit.
same
you know?
shit.
Yeah.
And the same shit with Rats on Rats on Rats.
Rap
With
song,
Future
right?
and YC, yeah.
There
that
you
is
go.
the
And,
same
who,
shit.
and what the hell happened to YC? That's a good question.
It's the same. It's basically the same story. Like, but people don't be understanding. Like, that's even a part of your story. Like, you can use that as leverage, but they want
History.
you know.
You know how it be sometimes, you know?
people and people, you know
You
how
know,
that go.
you gotta respect both sides. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was there ever a time where you guys were like really furious at that situation? Or,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
man.
back in the day.
Listen, we
Back
done
in the
bumped
day.
heads with Roscoe at shows. Almost
Exactly.
done got into it with him at shows.
Plenty
Security.
times.
Man, what?
Multiple
Multiple
times.
times.
But you know, we bigger than that now, you know?
For sure.
yeah.
You know.
No, that's good news for sure. Okay, but so then that ended up kind of being like a almost like a good test to you guys, because I'm sure there was a lot of people looking at y'all like, can you do it again? Can you
Yeah.
make another fire song that's gonna be as big as that one? And then you guys basically just did that over and over and showed everybody that like, nah, it was not like we had one hit in it. So there's a lot of artists who will like miss out on an opportunity like that, and they don't got another hit in them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
Exactly.
And I feel like the only difference with us and Roscoe is that ours was just a little bit more faster. Like, he did come with joints. Like, if you remember, like, he had the one
Yeah.
with Waka, the Pretty Girl Anthem. He had some
Kanye.
joints, you know what I'm saying? But that's just the only difference between us and him. Like, ours was like damn near like
We
quick. It was quick. Like, it was super quick. So I feel like
Because it
that
was us, you know, at the end of
Yeah.
the day. It was
But I
trash.
feel like in our hearts and our mind, even like subconsciously, we like, man, we gotta show these folks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Cause it was a name on our head like y'all stole somebody's record.
So
you know
we
what I'm
gotta-
saying? So
gotta
it was
screen
like,
it out.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, so the story got kind of twisted up in the
Yeah,
press and with
yeah,
the fans
of
and stuff,
course,
and they
of
felt like
course.
y'all might have been being shady in that whole situation.
Yeah, exactly. So it was just something we had to prove. Like, all right, y'all said we stole somebody's record. Then all right, cool.
here
So
you go.
did you guys have a real fire under your ass at that point? Were you in the studio just like
Nah.
going harder than you had previously gone?
Nah, I don't feel like.
No, it was
I think
regular.
it was
We
just, it was
already-
just,
yeah.
it was organic.
Yeah, we was already just having records. We was already making them, so it was just like, all right, cool. Let's just put this out. But it was joints that we already knew that was like,
You know, I was wondering when I was seeing you guys in the studio and stuff, and it was just kind of talking about, because it was in the basement of one of your mom's house, right?
it was Charlie's mom.
Charlie mom,
CEO
okay.
Charlie,
CEO
yeah,
Charlie.
hell yeah.
Right.
Shout out to Charlie.
Yeah. Is that the white guy from this documentary? I seen?
Yeah.
Is he
Yeah.
still around? Is still part of your career?
You know he do that little cross the country, be running and stuff.
For the Nike.
Really?
Like,
Yeah,
shit like
yeah.
that.
Yeah, he done lost a lot of weight. You know, shout out to him. He done,
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, he was
Yeah.
looking pretty plus size in that video. I seen him last night, but that's amazing. Good for him. That's crazy.
Yeah, for
Family
sure.
He
Casamigo.
your size now.
Yeah,
Damn. I ain't running across the country either. So
Yeah, but
good for him.
he not a part of our management company right now, but you
He's
know,
still
he's
family.
still family.
You know, he's still family.
That's what's up. But okay, yeah. When you guys were in the studio making records, though, like, what was the environment like? Because you guys make such turn up music that it's almost like, do you have to be like having a
Like, what
good
we need.
vibe, party type vibe, in order to create that kind of energy?
It
Can you
doesn't
be
have to
in
be
your
a party.
sweatpants, like just sitting
Yeah.
down on a stool making a hit turn up record?
We can do that.
We can do that for sure.
I feel like over the time we just mastered doing it. You feel me?
sure.
Like,
Yeah, as long as we in the studio laughing, you know, just drinking, you know, having
Yeah.
a good time, it's something gonna come out
it's
good.
gonna come out.
For sure.
That's a beautiful thing.
But it was a part of time where we need 10 hoes in the bitch.
Yeah, yeah.
I want red Skittles, on some Swishers, some Dutches, some
Yeah.
Sprites,
Yeah.
But
some
nah, your
pressure
mind
to
to be
pop in.
everywhere else though when it's all
And
that going
it's
on.
like
yo.
it's just a lot. So we just grew as artists and as you know. As
You be trying to
family.
plot on who you want to hit. You need to be worried about
They
the
you
song.
see they you.
No, I feel that.
No
yeah.
kids, no
If you
cap.
got 10 girls that you know are available at any given time when you're making a song, how the fuck are you gonna think about making a song? The song's gonna go out the window at a certain
You,
point,
you
right?
start throwing shots at them
Yeah,
hoes in the verse.
That's all you saying in the booth.
Exactly.
Shout, I want shout in the blue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, shit like that. You know, oh, he talking about me. You know,
Oh god.
come on, you
Oh,
know.
he shouted me out in this song. It's a beautiful
You know?
thing. That song ain't never coming out.
I'm telling you.
Never ever,
We're changing the words.
never
before it comes
will.
out.
He tell
Look
it.
at Adam, man. He been in the studio too many times.
You know what's
That's why I can't go no more. Okay, but so after that, what was like kind of the order of the hits that blew up after the whole debacle with All the Way Turned Up? Was A Ladies the big one? After that, was there a couple
No,
in
A-Lady
between?
was the latest one.
Okay.
Nah, I feel. Oh shit.
It was Make It
It was
Rain.
Make It Rain.
It was Make It
Yeah,
Rain.
Make it rain and bring it back like the same
We shot
time.
that little low budget video, but everybody loved it with the little shadow and the girl with the little kick, the stripper kick.
Right.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
we invented that, by the way.
No kids.
Interesting.
Well, I didn't invent that. The girl.
You told her to do
you
it.
Get, yeah, you get my swoop.
Oh my
feel
god,
me?
yo, but so yeah, when you heard that beat, did that really stand out to you? That's something special because there's something about even when I just heard that fucking like
But no, I
horn
ain't
sample
gonna
like
lie.
come in, I was like, oh man,
our engineer was first FKI.
Yeah.
Okay.
We didn't even know he made beats or nothing. And he just played that beat one day. But it had a whole bunch of other stuff going on. It was weird as hell. But that little
was
one
hard.
drop was hard. I'm like, man, fuck, look, take all that other shit out, keep that shit right there, and this shit's gonna go crazy.
Yeah.
And here we go.
And then
This
I
shit-
came up with the flow
The
that
hop. And it was a rap.
That was the first time I had ever rap like that. So I was like, damn, this shit's kind of hard. But Verse
Groovy.
is the one who kind of like,
You know,
he moved some shit around,
know.
did some
Nah,
woo
facts.
woo woo, and then
that does seem like a pretty like influential flow, and that people weren't really like messing with their cadence and stuff. Like even when
Yeah.
when we say like, oh, Migos blew the fuck up after this or whatever, like there was a lot of experimentation going on with flows at that time that was really like putting a new spin on rapping. That
Yeah.
a lot of people like with old
He
school
nigga stole my
rappers-
whole fucking.
A lot of old school rappers rapped in like a very simple fashion, and all of a
Yeah.
sudden you had a lot of young kids playing with cadences
Yeah,
and
you
like
know.
how you could split shit up, right?
yeah,
Yeah, that was that flow.
he's crazy with like flows and like making words sound like
Gotta rhyme them. It's just
he be making them rhyme. I don't know
He
how.
can rhyme orange with potato. I don't know how. He'll make that bit rhyme.
That's beautiful.
yeah, nah. But yeah, after the Make It Rain, it was Bring It Back.
And we made them songs in the same day.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
same
so
day
we
we
was
made
on
it.
one that day.
Do you think that was a coincidence, or you think that because like when I'm saying that the
That was
energy,
big God. That
if
was
there
big
was
God.
really amazing energy that day, maybe you would make a couple of hits because of the
Yeah.
energy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I think
It was
the
the vibe.
about the
I think
energy.
the vibe was
Energy.
crazy. The energy was crazy. We had our own studio. Like we was having fun.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Factual.
Like
When you see that Make It Rain video, there's so many fucking epic ass cameos. You got Chris Brown in there.
You talking about
the
the
A
ladies?
Oh, A Lady. Sorry.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
mix it
yeah,
up.
I watched
Cause
that
that's
shit
when
the
we
other day.
first like really did LA,
Okay.
and we rented out the whole floor of the what hotel that was?
I think
Standard?
Under.
That's it.
Undied.
The
Well, I
Undied
think they probably
Hotel.
changed the name or something.
Was it? Because my girl was watching with me last night, and she said they just closed that fucking hotel, which is
Probably-
actually
it's
really
right next to
sad.
that bullpen place.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah,
yeah.
that's
That's
the
it.
one right there.
Yeah, that shit was crazy,
Yeah.
bro. That was like, bro, I had so much fun at that video.
That was a moving out of
We
video.
had like we had 200 girls at that video.
That's what I was saying because
200
she said like this doesn't seem like a very high budget video. I go, well, they got about 200 bad bitches and they got the whole top floor of a hotel, so that's gonna kind of cost a bit right
It
there.
was groovy.
Bro, and the top with the pool and everything.
Yeah.
That shit
Yes.
was groovy. That
Bro,
shit
that
was
shit was
groovy.
crazy. That was the first day we met Nipsey Hussle. He
Wow.
had pulled up to the video shoot, but he ain't get in the video.
Really, what was
Yeah.
that like?
Nah, he was just cool. He
Respect.
was just chilling.
Yeah, but you guys had connected before, like you knew who he was, and you were like,
We
Nah,
so
I-
he's gonna pull
I
up.
was
We knew who he
familiar with
was.
him, but I
Yeah.
didn't know he was pulling up or nothing. Like I was just, you know.
We never got down,
Everybody
you know.
pulling up just real genuine. I mean, I guess
Yeah.
they just heard it's 200 bitches up here. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
Y'all niggas
All
need
the
to pull
real
up.
niggas gonna pull up to 200 bitches at a hotel. Like who's not gonna?
That
pull
is
up?
not a bad point. Yeah. If you were like, hey, come
Chris
through, we got
Brown
200
was
bad
there.
bitches. Okay,
Chris
yeah.
Brown.
And Chris
Brown.
Brown in the
Meek-
video turning
Meek
up.
Mill.
He heard it was
with that.
20. He heard it was
Hey,
200 hoes.
Me and Neil pulled over. What you call it? What's his name?
What?
Who?
Oh, what the hell? What's buddy name, bro?
Who you talking
Bro, y'all know who I'm talking about.
about? I don't know who you talking about.
Hey, Arab.
No, Meek Mill pulled up with bro. The nigga that be dancing.
Who?
African, Jamaican nigga.
Safari.
Yeah.
Oh, Safari.
Shut up. Are you serious?
Oh, nigga, this they did.
For real?
Safari and Meek Mill put up together.
I did
To
not
that-
even
to
know that they were
video
tight.
shoot.
I ain't
Oh,
know
damn.
that. I don't
I ain't
remember
never
that.
know that.
Remember they was riding the 4-wheelers and shit together? I'm trying to tell y'all, bro.
I
I'll
believe
put
you.
it down.
Yeah,
I believe- I'll put you put that down.
Yeah, you put
That's
me
I
LA
believe-
history, man. There should have
That
been a
is
behind the
crazy.
scenes video. There probably is, right? That would be a hell of a behind the scenes.
Who
He
knows?
said Safari and Meek Mill pulled up together. What?
But that was like in 2000. Like that was.
That was
you know,
before Nicki
That was so
drove them
long.
apart.
That was
yeah.
so-
Yeah, that was.
Man, that's crazy.
Damn, that's lit right there. That's fucking crazy. That's
That ain't-
that's
that ain't
a
our
serious
business,
LA tale. That ain't our business. I feel you on
You feel
that.
me?
Okay, so let me ask you this: you got 200 girls around.
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys taking full advantage of the situation? Is there a little bit of you holding back? You're not necessarily. Oh, I don't want to know. Not me. I'm not the one.
No,
What?
this was our one of our first times in LA.
Yeah.
We're taking full advantage of what's going on.
And
like,
we rented the whole floor, so all those rooms,
All them rooms
was for the
is
rest of the-
active.
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm for active.
yeah, active. It was,
Sweet Jesus.
2 times.
Would you? But you guys were you ever deal with like crazy situations with groupies and just weird ass shit happening at that time?
Man,
you guys were probably
ain't
getting
no-
so much attention from girls. I can't imagine it
Hey,
all
he
went
had-
smoothly.
Hey, he had a girl crying in the hallway one night, bro.
Oh,
Well, you kicked her out, and brought another one in.
Yes, I think
Oh,
so.
Lord.
On some shit like that. Like I was like, damn, bro.
I went
no,
Dubai?
but she was doing too
No,
much.
no, I'm talking about
finna say,
North
she was-
Carolina.
appreciate
You know,
that.
you know the girls that try to act like she not fucking all your homeboys, but then try to act
yeah.
like she just all yours,
She really choo
Oh,
choo
no.
choo.
and then go try to cry, make a scene.
Wow.
Cap ain't nothing. Oh, watch out. Move
Made
around.
one of them scenes. I was like, damn.
Move
all right.
around.
That's
That was
crazy.
that was pretty crazy. Like,
Nah, fuck that. What was crazy? One host stole one. He changed back in the day, and my buddy go to Waffle House to get us something to eat. Ali fell asleep, I guess, after he got down, took the whole through the whole in Waffle House just parlaying with Ali chain on.
eating up.
Just eating. My buddy go over there. Ho, give me that. You know this ain't yours. Just scraping the issue, but they just tell you how bold motherfucker be sometimes.
That shit crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And you got different type of women. Like I know.
That's
Look at
insane.
your face. I know they
She
crazy, right?
She took the chain off him and was just making like she was doing a
He-
TikTok
I
in the
think he
Waffle
left
House.
it- I think no, this is not TikTok.
That's what I'm picturing as a girl doing a Waffle House TikTok with a rapper
She
chain on.
probably took it out the
Probably
room,
just
out the
put it down
hotel
on me.
room.
She just probably got finna putting it down on me.
You know.
I don't fuck around, caught disease. You know what
Oh,
I'm
so
saying?
you had to send one of your homies to
I
go
took
get the
the ice
chain
No,
from
I
the
ain't
Waffle
even
House?
send him.
we
It
didn't
was,
send him.
just there.
It was
Look
just
at the Irish.
coincidence.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing about the pandemic. I ain't been to a Waffle House in like a year.
Yeah. I ain't went to Saturday, bitch, either.
I ain't got no Waffle House out here.
Hey man,
Oh,
this
you ain't been
man.
out here?
They don't
You
even
just
got
been
Waffle
out
House
I
here?
out
ain't
here.
left California in like a year, huh?
Yeah.
Oh damn.
I don't think. Oh man, but okay, yeah, that was a fucking huge moment.
Prep said the Waffle House.
Yeah, so from you guys' perspective, like, okay, this is one thing I've always been interested in is have you guys always stayed tight, or were there time periods where you didn't really fuck with each other and there was some sort of strain, you know, like all these ups and downs of a career will sort of put a lot of stress on a friendship.
No, I feel like it was times where everybody wanted to do their own thing. You know what I'm saying? It was times where like we all stayed together, like, and then there was
Family.
times where we like moved out of the same spot, and then there was the times where niggas was like, all right, shit, let me do my own thing, shit, because we would be together so much. So once we
Yeah.
got our own crib, it's like, all right, shit, let me do my own thing. I'm
Yeah,
living by
yeah.
myself. Let me do my own thing.
That's
you know
always
what
how
I'm
it
saying?
happens. Once people start getting money and they get their own spot and their girl and
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
sort of have their
Yeah.
own
You know,
thing,
exactly.
it can fuck up
Life.
the chemistry of the friendship.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Not even not of the friendship,
friendship.
but of the
The artistry in particular, yeah.
Exactly. So now that we living in our own spots, I got my girl, he got his girl, he got his girl. I'm chilling like shit. I got the studio at my house, he got one. You know. It just, I feel like that's the strain on the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? So,
Sometimes.
you know what I
A
mean?
lot of times. You feel me?
I feel it. But were you guys like when you talk about having a girl, was it kind of hard to like sort of settle down, fall back, be in a relationship after, you know, you guys living like a large percentage of your life just drowning in pussy, like, you know, just having it just blasting out of the walls everywhere you go.
Yeah, I feel like now, like,
I plead the fifth.
Nah, look, for
Talk
real,
about
and,
something
like,
else.
the problem
Interview over. What they say?
You get a black China walkout.
Listen, the
talking shit.
problem I got is I'm so used to like posting shit, like shit that I post. I don't think is that serious.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I fuck around and post some shit like something with the
Yeah.
girl shaking her, she
That,
twerking
that
or.
don't even post. I don't even be posting them.
And it's a
I gotta
problem.
And
do
it's a
stop posting,
problem.
yeah.
Like it's so like that's why I feel like that part of my life has done for my love life. Like that's fucked it up because I be posting some shit. Girls be more sensitive. Like you know
Too
what I'm
damn
saying?
sensitive.
Girl, I post some shit like you remember
The past that bit.
yes
Yeah, I was-
the fucking what is it called? Yeah, in Vegas.
yeah. And
Oh,
what,
yeah.
what was we doing?
I watched it.
It was like we
Tag
tagged
me
in.
in.
We tagged. Yeah, tagged in.
Tag team that hoe.
We went tag team. She was just twerking though. He tagged, I tagged, he tagged. Well, I
Tag
got behind
team
her.
back again.
My girl going crazy.
too much.
It got 100,000 views on Instagram. But my girl
Women be
mad as
sensitive
fuck.
though, man. Women be sensitive. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
So,
shit's changed a lot because, like, if you guys were out at a strip club in 2010 turning up all night, it's like very likely you could go back home to your girlfriend and she would really not have that much of a clue. At least she wouldn't have a visual reference to what the fuck was going on.
Exactly.
Now,
That's a
even
fact.
if you stay off your Instagram story,
Yeah.
you're going to be on somebody else's Instagram story and then there's going to, oh, let's go tag his girlfriend. Ha ha, this will be funny. You know,
Shit
it's-
like
it's-
that.
You know they go digging. They
shit
Yeah,
like that.
what?
And folk digging. And folk private investigators.
What?
Okay.
That was Twitter PI back then. They was doing some Twitter shit. back then.
That was like the early days of us living in this fucking surveillance state where everything could be
feel me?
tracked online, you know?
Man, well, I can't wait till they dig some old ass tweet up. Bruh,
Probably got some good shit out there.
bro, what? I got
It's
some
good shit.
nice shit out there. I'm trying to tell you.
Everything on camera nowadays, man. Everything being documented. You know what I'm saying?
That's 100%
Yeah,
facts.
well,
Okay, so when people say to you like, or when people say like, what happened to Travis Porter? How would you guys kind of explain that? Maybe at a certain point you guys fell out of the spotlight as much or whatever. I mean, obviously you guys are still out here, still doing shit, still making music, but
Yeah.
in terms of the career, sort of like hitting a wall at a certain point or whatever, would you blame that on the labels primarily? What how do you account for that?
Well, listen, to be 1,000, like our last joint that we really put out was a song with our homie Bankroll Fresh. It was called Walked In.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
So that
R.I.P.
was
Fred.
like really like when everybody was just like, damn, you know what I'm saying? It was kind of like one of them heartbreaking situations where somebody who with you every day and you know what I'm saying?
So
at
you
the
knew
crib.
Bankroll from super early in his career.
Like not even.
We know him. I knew Fresh.
See that cost me?
Just like 2000, like 2013, 14. You know, had been familiar. You know, when you hear somebody's name in the streets, what up, you kind of familiar with the music.
Yeah.
And y'all fuck around and get acquainted.
He was coming up for a long time before he
Long
actually
Yeah.
got big,
long
yeah.
time coming. So, you know, we started dealing around. Love Fresh energy off the rip as soon as I met him. You know what I'm saying? Had an amazing energy. And we just all became friends, you know what I'm saying? I was dealing with him for a minute. And I loved his sound, you know. Brought him around and it was, you know, everything else was history.
We was supposed to make that Streets RS 2 with Bankroll.
Really?
Yeah.
That was on the way.
crazy.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that
that
was on the
our
way.
next project. That was the project we was working on. You know what I'm saying? And then I feel like that was really
That was a
like,
halt too.
That
you
was
know.
it. You know, bro, that shit was so crazy, bro. I feel like that was like the reason for all, well, for at least for me, like at that moment, like damn, I don't want to go to the studio. I'm chilling. I'm at the house. I'm
Yeah,
cool
that's
with
when we
y'all.
had this big house together. We, you know, we was all together.
Yeah, Bankroll used to be at our house every day. Like you know what I'm
Literally.
saying? Like
First one up in the morning.
facts. Like
Really?
Factual.
bro, that was I don't know.
So it was just, you know, dealing with life, it wasn't like a really, I know we kind of was outside of the limelight, but we was just, you know, still at it, you know, working on our catalog, you know what I'm saying, making it big, but it was, you know, just dealing with shit, you know, deaths and, you know, just life as a human, you know what I'm saying?
I still feel like it's a lot of our fault still too though.
Really?
Yeah. That
Because
was
we,
that one
we
brand
wasn't
label.
just really just in tune all the way. Or I wasn't.
With the music or with the was really trying to be successful or what was it that you guys were doing
Just,
wrong?
just
On the
everything.
artistry.
Yeah, just everything, man.
You know.
And like, you know, the labels collapsed and then like we had to go be with some label that didn't even really fuck with us.
That must have been a big
Yeah.
part of it,
We had
right?
to find
that's
some
a-
more
that was a major
motivation.
part.
Nah, that was a major.
feel
That
me?
was a big part too, though. For sure.
When I was watching this about how you guys are on one label and then it gets turned to another label and everything, I'm like, oh, that's a death sentence. There's like almost no rappers who
Yeah, that
are
was
going to
yeah.
consistently be embraced. Because, like, you know, that's the problem with the record label is that they give you $1 million to sign you and then all of a sudden there's somebody else working there and they just don't. Like, you would think
Exactly.
that if you're going to give somebody $1 million, like if you gave someone $1 million, you're going to. They don't pay you back. It's your whole fucking purpose of
that's a
existing to figure out how to get the $1 million
Yeah.
back. With a label, it's not like that. They fucking forget about their investment pretty quickly because it's just changing staffs
Nah,
all the
it
time.
ain't
and
even
shit.
them. It's the staff. Like
Yeah.
the staff not
Yeah.
attached to that $1 million. Whatever. It's the company that's attached to that $1 million. So shit is whatever.
They just
the
finessed
staff.
the company to give them the $1 million to give to the artist.
Yeah, exactly. So they can move and do whatever they want to do. You know what I'm saying? So you know that's really the
Facts.
attachment. The people that signed us ain't the people that's working, but they
That's
not
where the
attached to that $1
disconnect
million,
was at.
you know
That's
what
where
I'm
the
saying?
disconnect was at. You know
It
what
was
I'm
really
saying?
the crash of the labels and they wouldn't really fuck with us high. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, they was fucking with us. They just
Now
wanted us to do
Jive
some
was
other
fucking
shit.
with us, but RCA was
Jive
they
was
was
fucking
trying to
at.
they
It
was
was
trying to
different.
switch some shit up about us. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
exactly. Yeah.
Oh, what were they trying to switch up? Make it more.
It's us
Make it
trying
more-
to switch us a little bit. You know?
Make it more
Make
poppy.
that shit more corny.
Yeah, exactly. That little inch of corny we was
Yeah,
talking about, they
tried
wanted to
take it
cross
the
that line. They wanted to cross that line, bro.
I can see
And we
it.
wasn't crossing it.
And with you guys,
No.
were you guys getting more and more like, I want to make music that I like and that the streets are going to appreciate and that the people who are in the clubs that I'm around are going to appreciate.
God,
So you
that's
don't
here.
want to make a top 40 necessarily a song that sounds super designed to just be huge.
'Cause we wasn't trying to design it
It
like
can be
that.
a top 40 song without you doing that. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
We just wanted to be us.
All them songs kind of
You know.
sounded designed. Like, and we was like, nah, man, like, we cool.
And we see that now because like such a huge percentage of like big rap songs that pop off don't sound like they were made to be a hit. It sounds like some
Exactly.
fucking like random
Exactly.
city down south
Exactly.
gangster ass song that
Exactly.
wasn't made to be a hit, but people relate to the
See, I
realness.
feel like they
And
want
we've
us
been
to
through
be
that.
like a group that was like, we won a contest and now we together.
Yeah,
And they
yeah.
building us like, nah, that ain't what's going on.
That did.
You guys said the Jive when you showed up that they had already, even before signing you, that they had shit all over the walls and everything, like as if they had already signed you. Like that was how big the full court press to convince you guys was, right?
It was a bidding war. It was a bidding war for
All
us.
the
man.
labels did that.
Yeah.
You know,
all of them did
they're
that.
trying to
That's
win us
insane.
over.
Yeah.
You know, trying to
I
win
was
us
on
over.
some shit like, damn, okay, who got the biggest party?
That nigga, we go to a party in New York one day. I think it's between bidding wars. We go to the club with Diddy. Yeah, I think what club was it?
I forgot. I just remember going to their house.
I don't know.
Yeah, I remember going to Diddy house. That shit was so fun.
Man, home in between this bidding war, like whoever we was going against in the club, he said, "Man, them folk over there drinking pee-pee. Them folk ain't drinking none. Them folk drinking piss. We drinking the real one over here." I think like New York Times. I think it said like Travis Porter did a new group, something like shit like that. I think Charlie was still with us, so it was just a headache out of bidding war shit, man.
Hey, Diddy like the biggest.
The
flexer.
biggest. Oh, he flip.
Oh, no,
fuck
he
with him.
flipped.
Oh, he flip.
Like Holmes, bro. Like, bro, we went to his crib in New York, bro.
Big come out.
And
with
it was just
What?
mind blowing.
but like the
Bruh,
Cassie
that
fixing the joints in
his
that
shit
motherfucker.
over goddamn Central Park.
Hey, no, look, what happened was, boom, we sitting down, he like, y'all want something to drink? So, hey, go make them some drinks.
Yeah.
And like, we turn around, like, oh, this Cassie making us drinks.
Bro,
Sister,
that shit was fire.
fire.
Cassie brought the drinks over, like, yeah, all right, cool, shit.
You know, she came with
This
the little
nigga
tray.
bring out a big ass bottle of fucking.
Was it
what was
Don
I don't know what the hell
Nah,
that shit was.
it was
That
something.
shit was tall as him, though.
Bro,
Chris
that shit was
Starr,
big
was
as
it?
fuck. Big ass bottle with some, I don't know what
that
the
bitch
fuck.
about my height.
And nigga drug it out the kitchen.
But just part of the bidding was all that shit was it helped us, it evolved us into who we was and stuff we done seen, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Conversations with moguls who done, you know what I'm saying, been in the game for, 20-some years and stuff like that. Like it's just a blessing for us to, get that acknowledgement and gain that knowledge from them folks, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely. You guys seem like you still like have your heads screwed on straight. Like, was there a moment where you guys were like, "Fuck it, let's really like give this shit another go and like tap in, do some media, like put out another album"? Like, where are you guys at, thought process wise, in terms of what y'all are trying to do with this shit?
Back at it.
Yeah, that's basically where we at right now. You know, that's why we're reaching out to everybody.
No cap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Back
We
at
just, because we got that young face. We still out here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We young. You know what I mean?
And you guys have like a crazy, still just like a reputation, and like so many people just acknowledge
fact.
immediately as soon as you hear Travis Porter, it's like, man, that was a
Just
fucking
love.
moment. Like,
Exactly.
like almost universally, people just
we got
remember
to
the
take advantage
energy.
of that shit right now.
Yeah,
For
hell
real,
yeah.
for real.
So the music, we got crazy music. It's not even new music. It's just music, period. We got old music and new music that we're about to just put out, and it's crazy.
And
bro.
even just to hear you be like, "Oh yeah, awesome fucking legends." You know that shit just
And we
I'm
sitting
like,
with a
"Ah."
legend, this shit legendary. This legendary interview.
For sure.
Because a lot of people, they burn out. They put out too much shit. People just get sick of it. People just completely get over it. It didn't really feel like it was like that kind of energy with you guys. It felt
Yeah.
like you almost just sort of stepped back, and at a certain point, you guys just weren't fully focused on it. But it's kind of motivational to see you guys still together, still like having a. I feel like if you guys secretly hated each other, I'll probably be able to tell.
For sure. You would, right?
It's about
That's
the energy, man,
that's
the vibes. You know
That's
what I'm
the
saying?
thing I feel like that's great about our career. Like, we didn't like drop 1 million mixtapes and it didn't work. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of like, damn, where they at? They stopped dropping music. Like, that's the best thing about our career. Because if we went out like, damn, they dropped 50 mixtapes and
burnt
nothing,
out.
then
It
it was
was
just like, damn.
You could tell when a rapper's not hot anymore because they like literally just can't make a song that anybody gives a fuck about anymore. You've seen them try 1,000 times, it just didn't work.
Yeah.
It's pretty obvious.
Facts,
Yeah.
Exactly. So you can really tell. You know what I'm saying? You can tell if we're not really connected like that. You know what I'm saying?
Factual.
100%. So, I mean, it's kind of a shame because I feel like you guys, a big part of like who Travis Porter is the live show, and obviously it's sort of limited with live shows right now. Although I guess if you guys are like sort of down south and shit, it's probably not that limited.
We had
Yeah.
one in Atlanta, like,
Yeah, we
on the
did
21st.
We did this thing called the parking lot concert during the pandemic, to where everybody were on their cars and in their cars and shit like that.
turned.
It was crazy.
Yeah, Atlanta wide open.
That shit was like Freaknik.
Really?
Yeah, they was dancing
That's
on
the
the car,
vibe they
passing
gave
out
me
and
for
everything.
sure.
That's one of them vibes.
Yo,
That shit was fun as
the
fuck.
world is ready for a new Freaknik, I think, because people are so sick of being inside that they're ready to
Right.
really
They
get out
want
there
one.
and do some
They
freaky
want one.
shit.
and risk everything.
Yeah, fuck that
I
shit.
thought California was opening back up.
I mean, like, you could still go to a restaurant, but you have to be, like, outside.
Oh,
So it ain't really. I don't think the clubs are. Maybe
What's-
the clubs are open a little bit.
What's
but,
the best outside restaurant we can go to? Because we
I'm
here for
hungry
a
as
couple
fuck.
days. Like if I was going outside if I had a party.
Yeah. It would be hard for me to even guess which ones are really open right now because I ain't been to that many in a long ass time. But
Oh, you've been in the house for
Oh
real?
no, they
like
go
that?
to BOA Steakhouse is the big one. If you
Oh,
want to see
okay.
all the TikTok kids and shit, that's where you go. You're gonna have some paparazzi YouTube type channels fucking
Man, look.
snapping you guys up, trying to figure out what the fuck's going on.
TikTok done took the fuck over, ain't it?
Yeah, right. That you guys seem like you could do quite well on TikTok.
we still
Yeah,
have
yeah,
like our songs are going viral on TikTok right
They
now.
are.
Yeah, I
every
believe it for
damn
sure.
week. It's crazy, something different.
Bring
we
it
just
back mixed with
actually
the Meg Thee
we're
Stallion.
not on it though.
Yeah.
We need to get more
Yeah,
on it.
facts.
No, yeah. If you guys, what do you guys think you're too old to do a dance routine on TikTok, or that's what the kids want these days?
I feel like that, but listen,
I just feel
age
like
ain't
it's-
nothing.
It all depends on how hard you do it. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It depends on how you feel in the dance. Like, you can't be like on that bit dancing out hard. Like you,
Nah, Jason
know what I'm
Derulo
saying?
going crazy.
Nah,
I ain't seen
Jason Derulo
I
different.
ain't
But
seen
he a
it.
dancer,
crazy.
He a
No,
dancer
he's-
though. We not like dancers, but
Yeah.
it's cool though. I see that shit.
Yeah,
It's
we ain't
changed
doing
the
no
game.
damn
Crawling on the
routine or
ground,
something.
growling at people.
Fuck you to that. Fuck you to that.
I know y'all seen that.
I ain't see it, bitch.
Definitely, yeah. I'm just glad to know that you guys think it's weird too.
He said-
Oh
Defense.
man, yeah, but I mean, I don't know. It's just like it's weird to know. Like I know this interview will do mad views because I know that the culture still like really wants to like see y'all win and
love.
like wants to see the story of Travis Porter like end or not end, but like have a more solid ending to it because that's like it's
Yeah.
weird for me being like someone who's had a conversation about you with so many people and that it's like consistent. It's like, man, what happened to them guys? You know,
Yeah,
like
for sure.
I think there's a lot of people who want to see you guys win, so I'm glad to see that y'all are in the right state of mind and want to give them what they want. You know,
Yeah, hell yeah, man.
We did a couple remixes. We finna put out some new music that's it's bigger than big. You know what I'm saying?
is there anybody rap wise that you guys still have like strong friendships with that you never fell out of touch with or whatever? Anybody that you've always like had that real strong connection with?
We ain't never fell out with nobody, really.
Nah, we never fell out with nobody. We fuck with everybody, rappers.
I mean, I don't think we was really never like friends.
Like
you know?
friends. Like we ain't, but we ain't never fell out with nobody. Had no real smoke with nobody. Like, you know what I'm saying, in the industry like that.
Respect.
You feel me? So
Nah, I got some real homies in the industry though.
Facts.
Like, I got some homies. They ain't never fell out. Nothing.
Yeah, it's good to hear. I mean, next time I go to Atlanta, it's just occurring to me like, man, maybe I could hit up these guys and be like, go to a strip club with them and be royalty.
Man, we fuck with everybody. Come on, Adam.
real talk. Real talk.
We fuck with everybody. Don't nobody not fuck with Travis.
That's what I'm saying.
If you
weird
will, you a
if
pussy.
If you say you don't fuck with Travis, and they gonna be like, why? It's gonna always be because of a bitch.
By the hoe.
That's what I was thinking.
You know what I'm
Salty
saying?
by the hoe.
It can't never be about, oh, he did this and did that. Nah, it was your girl was
bullshit.
somewhere where you ain't want her to be at. That's you know what I'm saying. So
Get your hoe, man.
it's
She was with 199 other girls on the top floor of the Standard.
exactly
Like Webby say, get your hoe, man.
your whole mind.
Not even knowing we weren't even paying her no mind.
Exactly.
tell you,
Not
man.
even knowing. She was just
Pay that
posting
bitch
us.
no
Tell you,
mind.
man.
You wouldn't even worry about her.
Facts. Okay, so do you guys have any like concrete plans for new releases or anything y'all got coming out? Anything that we should know about that the fans can really keep an eye out for besides just following y'all on social media and whatnot?
No, we are actually dropping new music. That's concrete. Like, and we dropping a movie.
Oh, really?
Like a series movie. Like I don't know what to compare it to.
Don't
I can't
give
compare
too
it to.
much.
I don't know. I can't compare it to nothing. But it's like
We shooting at the end of February though, so
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Just
Script,
basically
everything
trying to
already
tell the
done.
story.
Damn, we need
not-
to get you
it's-
in that
it's-
shit, Adam.
I'm in there.
For
Exactly.
real, because
we need
it's
you in that
about
motherfucker.
kind of.
but it's not our story. It's like it's
Nah,
a real
it's not.
series of us really
It's
acting.
about what's going
man.
on.
Yeah.
About
You know.
everything that's going on in the world.
But
know what I
you
mean?
would be a great addition
Perfect.
Nah,
to
fact, that's
like-
a fact.
Yeah, for sure.
We
Oh, I
shooting in
love that,
February.
yeah.
For sure.
I gotta make my acting debut. I ain't done it yet.
Oh, you
It's
ain't
time for that.
real?
I don't think so.
It's time for that.
Bro, if I go to do an acting role, what are they gonna make me? They're gonna make me a fucking Nazi skinhead or some shit with all these tattoos and everything. And I'm not trying to.
Nah, but this
We
is
got
actually
something for
you.
you.
This is actually your life, so
got
it's
something
gonna
for
work out. It's our life, your life. You know, this shit that we really got going on.
Maybe
so.
I can like work out really hard and turn into like a buff like prison dude.
Fuck that.
Nah,
be that,
we,
right?
We ain't hell no. We,
Put a
ain't got
white
no
beater
prison
on, you know?
shit. We ain't got no prison scenes in that shit. Bro.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm just trying to think of something
None
that
of
I
us-
would believe myself acting as. Yeah.
So, I could be, oh, you could be a person in prison, bro.
Once you have all the tattoos and shit, I feel like as a
I
white
feel
guy,
you.
people look at you like you could be like a tattoo. People come up to me all the time. Are you a
Yeah.
tattoo artist?
Oh, yeah.
Get the fuck away
You
from
could be
me.
the drug lord.
Hey, no,
Drug lord, I'm into,
Yeah,
yes,
you
yes.
could be the tattoo artist or the drug lord, bro.
Like you could be meet somebody in the tux in the club, like, yeah, you know you got the money. You know what I'm saying?
Or you could be doing a show with Yellow Wolf on the show or whatever, and I'll just play Yellow Wolf.
No kidding.
Just an
Give him a
idea.
guitar.
Some shit like that.
Give him a guitar.
It's on the way. It's on the way.
That's MGK, man.
Oh,
Stay
yeah,
tuned.
Yeah, definitely, 100% on that. All right, yo, Travis Porter, it's honestly an honor to get to talk to you guys, and I'm sure all the fans are going to be down below in the comments showing love. So shout out to everybody who enjoyed this, because I know that they I don't know if they've been asking for it, but I know they wanted it.
Yo,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Adam,
think they've
bro,
been asking for it.
I ain't
but,
gonna
you know.
lie, bro. The next time I come here, bro, I gotta bring some girls with me, bro.
Let's go.
Hey, but look.
Some girls I know that would be perfect for this.
I
show,
done
bro.
hit some of these girls that you done sat down with and talked to.
I believe that. I believe that. Yeah.
I'm just fucking.
I mean, I've had some girls on here that hit a whole lot of people, so, but I'm sure you hit some of the more rare ones.
No kids.
Man, Travis Porter, good vibes all around, man.
It's mad love, man.
Travis Porter, No Jumper, coolest podcast in the world. Check us on YouTube, SoundCloud, iTunes. Like, comment, subscribe. NoJumper.com if you want to support. We're gonna hook these guys all up with condoms because they seem a little fascinated.
Yo, yeah,
I wanna try and see what's going on, man.
All day, let's do it.
Yeah.
Much love, appreciate
No
y'all.
kids.